We are at a celebration for the renowned photographer HENRI DAUMAN. I want you to see the title of this. And he's celebrating his 90th birthday. Henry has a very interesting story. He started his photography career when he was about 17. His story is one of tragedy turned to triumph. His parents were killed in the Holocaust. His father died first at Auschwitz, and then his mother died soon after. And somehow he was saved. Now I want to start you off with the first piece, which is actually Lucille Ball handing something over to, it looks like Desi, but I can't see if it's Desi or not. I think it is. I'm not sure. But that's Lucille Ball. And that's the name of the print. And then we have this great looking party that went on in New York. And everyone just seems like they're having a great time. You could just feel the rhythm of it. You know, they're having really a lot of fun. And that was, the New York scene was to have parties. And here we have Miles. I did a painting of Miles some time ago. This is an older Miles. And you can kind of hear, you can see the sweat. Look at the sweat that's coming from him. And that's the name of that one. And then we have a piece of New York that rings so true. In New York, the fire escape was like an extension of your apartment, and it was like your little patio. And there's a woman laying on her patio. I guess she's sunbathing while construction is going on next to her or beneath her. And she's just non-assuming of the whole thing. And here's the title of it. And the one above kind of strikes with the women's lib movement. No turns, no left turn. But it's the way she's standing there in defiance. And also frozen, like, I don't know which way to go. And here's the title of that one. And then we have people just standing around conversing right here in the midst of the artwork because it's bringing something back or some kind of memory or something. It's striking a balance with them talking now and what the conversations were probably like then. And we have Andy Warhol. So I'm not sure if this is a photo of an exhibit or he's just in a supermarket. I'm not sure of how to take it. But there's Andy being himself. And here's Satchmo having a good hearty laugh. Just laughing. I love it. He's big, kind of beefy guy. And this is the name of this one. And here he has Bridget Bardot. I guess it's 60s. Yeah, I'm right. 61. Being defiant. That was the age of defiance. Notice she's not wearing a bra because it was part of the no bra movement. 61. And yeah, so that was part of an exhibit because here he is standing next to giant-sized Brillo. And the giveaway for me is in the back. Way in the back of this photo, you see a print hanging. That wouldn't be in a supermarket. So that was a giveaway for me. And then we have a couple. This is a couple dancing in Harlem. They're just dancing. But she kind of, the woman's face, the expression on her face, I was thinking it was Jennifer Hudson for a minute. Just for a second. It looks to me like Jennifer Hudson. And he did this in black and white. So he did have color. He did have moments of color, but he predominantly is known for his black and white. And this is Vietnam, showing us a little bit of Vietnam. And I like this one. It's I'm not sure what it's about. I'll see the caption in a moment. But I like the composition of looking from down below and looking up. Those are always interesting shots. In my archive of photos, I have one where I laid down on the ground at what is one of Trump's buildings, but it was Columbus Circle, one Columbus Circle, and it's a statue of the world. And in order to capture that and the building, I laid down on the ground on newspaper to take the picture. And this is a collection of small photos that can be purchased as a group of pictures. And you see some of the ones that I have paid close attention to. I will bring you closer. Maryland. You know, Maryland was a great subject for a lot of people. You know, she was very photogenic. Did anyone see the documentary Blonde? I experienced things about Marilyn. You know, there's always something new to learn. But she was a risk taker. Very risky girl. And there is Andy again in small form.
Are you selling this?
I think so. There's an information sheet on the table.
If you get this is so cool.
Yeah, it is. There's another one of him over there.
I saw it. I like this one.
Dennis Hopper. Wow. And the party. It just has such a great feel about it. Right? Yeah, New York, hanging out on the roof was like a forbidden secret. A lot of people hung out on the rooftops, but you never knew about it. You know, sometimes they were sneaking up to the roof. Other times you just knew that was a place to go, especially in the summer when it would be incredibly hot inside the apartments. People would go to the rooftops. Nobody was trying to throw anybody over and do stupid stuff like they do today. But it was just really a lot of fun. Miss Jane Fonda twice. That's a very interesting technique. I'm not sure if he had a mirror there. Yes, that's a mirror. That's actually her reflection in the glass of a store or building or something. Really good. I love it. And, you know, folks are just doing what folks do at art exhibits. This is what people do. They chat in circles. They take pictures in front of people. They do a lot of things. They bring their pets who have a wolf for art. So they just milling around and look at what they're deciding to purchase. I think this is Elvis. If I'm not mistaken, it's Elvis. Let's see. Yep. How did I guess that? And I don't know if this is the Elvis wall. This is Elvis sitting there contemplating life, I guess. He has on his desk the boss. So you don't get it mistaken. We know who's got the final say in this deal. And then there's a hand over here. But who does that hand belong to? And then we have another Elvis down here. It looks like, oh, he's kissing someone, or someone's kissing him. He's kissing someone. I'm not sure if Priscilla was on with that one. And then we have Elvis again. This is like a solitary moment where he's by himself and there's no people around. And that's the title of that one. Well, I'm going to move on to another iconic figure. Look who this is. We all know who this is. My dad kind of had a Muhammad Ali-ish persona in terms of that charisma. They had the same identical type of charisma and well loved by many people. And we talk a lot of crap, but it made sense though. And then who do we have here? Bet you can guess who that is. Robert Redford. I noticed that even though color had become the thing, Henry still stuck with black and white. I guess you can tell more of a story or make more of a point in black and white. You see the title of this one? And then we have Philip Glass. Here's Philip. And let's see what we titled this one. Just Philip Glass. And here we have Jane again. This is a larger print, much larger, probably the original size. And here we have Bridget Bardot, catching her in bed with a cigarette, which for a woman back then, doing it the way she's doing it, being so bold, this was considered a political statement. Or the woman's lived meekly. And that's the title of that one. So, if you want, I've got to end it with one of my favorite people. Can anyone guess who this is? I became familiar with Federico with the movie Satyricon. It is very interesting. It's along the line of Caligula, but he was the original. So if you ever get a moment and you want to have a movie binge, watch some of this Fellini movies. It will remind you somewhat of Cirque du Soleil, the way the characters are placed and their oddity. It'll remind you of them. I think that he was their inspiration. But check him out, Federico Fellini. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for being a part of this experience. And happy birthday, Henry.